All right, Body Logic team. It is way too early in the morning, and we are headed to San Antonio, Texas, for the opening of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, and it should be pretty cool. So, we got to make it work for what it works. So, enjoy. Okay, so I'm in the airport. I'm in New York for a labor flight. And what I want to talk about is that I've been just looking at this entire time that I've been walking. And that's, man, like people's posture. And, we're dragging around these bags. We got these backpacks on. And, hey, listen, before your flight, before you go out of town, you got to go to the chiropractor, right? At least, as soon as you get back. I know a lot of times what I see is I'll have clients, they've been traveling 2-3 weeks. And it's just a really, really good conscious idea to help you improve your health. All right, Body Logic, we are here hanging out. About to go and do our thing and, enjoy a few things. So here we go. All right, so we are pulling up. Pretty cool spot. Okay, so great training today. So we're going to actually go over to a women's self-defense class and start teaching, and then also do some no-gi. So yeah, so now we're going to be heading over to the hotel, and then after that, probably going to go over to this women's self-defense class. Listen, I think that, beyond being a chiropractor, I'm a lifelong martial artist. And I think that it is so important that you participate in self-defense and fitness and mobility training. And so we're going to be doing something really cool. We're going to be going over and hanging out at women's self-defense class. And then after that, we're going to be doing some grappling and things like that at another school here in the San Antonio area. So we just left, and that gym is actually, its grand opening is tomorrow. So I was really humbled to be asked to come down and help and teach. For those that don't know, if it's not obvious by now, I am a martial arts instructor, as well as a chiropractor. And, it's something that's really near and dear to my heart. And it's a hobby that I've been pursuing for close on 40 years. 40 years. Ugh, that is rough. That's real rough. So, yeah, we're just going to edit that part out. All right, so thank you. Appreciate
What's the passcode?
Nice. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Body Logic. We got to start talking about hotels. So one of the biggest things that I hear about when people are traveling, particularly if you're traveling a lot, is the idea that when you get into different beds, how they're uncomfortable, how they're having problems. There's issues with neck pain, back pain. And then you got to realize that you're also dealing with the stress of traveling, and you're dealing with the, running for a plane, or flights get switched. The energy off of other people. Sometimes people are extremely frustrated, and then that energy getting on you, right? So one of the things that you can do to really kind of mitigate some of particularly the aches and pains when we're dealing with beds is finding hotels and being consistent with the hotel that has a good bed, right? Let's take, I'm gonna tell you, my favorite hotel is the Westin. They have a bed, the Heavenly Bed, and no, this isn't sponsored by the Westin or Marriott or anything like that. But Marriott's Heavenly Bed series is a great series of beds. And typically when I'm traveling, I try to get into a Marriott, or I try to particularly get into a Westin, because I know that that bed consistency is going to be about the same. So if you're doing, 2 or 3 trips a month, or you're in business and you know that you're going to be doing traveling to different places, such as myself, then it's going to be really important that you manage and understand, your comfort. Another thing is, which drops stress, is having memberships with hotels. Like, for example, we're talking about Marriott. I'm in a Marriott. The Bonvoy membership, right? To where you're very familiar with the procedures of what's happening at the hotel. And so that way, it's not a lot of surprises if you go to different city to city to city. And what that does is it lowers your stress. And the less stress you have when you're traveling, the better, because that can manifest in our bodies and manifest in our
really definitely give you an idea of what your human mind will do if you're scared.
Okay, so the women's self-defense class went pretty good. We are out here at San Marcos Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm assuming San Marcos, Texas. It's about an hour north of San Antonio. And so yeah, it's out here. But we're gonna go out here. We're gonna hang tough. We're gonna do some training, and we're gonna see what's what. So he was so nice to me. He didn't beat me up. He didn't strangle me. He had me in a tight position. He was like, I'm gonna let the little guy go. I'm gonna let him say, what I'm saying? So thank you so much. Of course. Yeah, tell him about your gym.
Of course.
Yeah, so tell them about your gym.
My gym, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We are here in New Braunfels. I have here with partnership with Steven. You're always welcome. Come. We have good vibes and train and good heart.
Yeah, so great spot, man. You guys need to come if you're in this area. You guys need to come and hang out. Get your health and your wellness. You see him, man. So what's going on? This is Dr. Hunter. I am here with Jay. Jesus. What's going on? Yeah. So tell them who you are, man. Tell them what's going on with you, and why are we in Texas, man?
So Jesus Flores, everybody calls me Jay. We're out here in San Marcos, Texas currently, but I'm living and residing now in Pleasanton, Texas.
Okay.
So it's a very small town, very welcoming, awesome vibes. We opened up a gym out there. It's a sister gym to the gym we're currently in. But Dr. Hunter came out with a bunch of the other cadre and families and friends to support the grand opening. We've been open for 9 weeks now.
9 weeks, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's exciting, man. That is so exciting.
And I've been blessed, man. About 50 students now, collectively in all our programs.
Great, man. So tell me, man. I know that for a number of years you've been a patient of mine.
Yes.
And fill us in on really how does chiropractic
journey started.
Yeah, how did that journey start? And you know, really, how has it helped you to kind of, you know, do what the things that you're chiropractic?
Absolutely. So, let me start off with this. I'm a disabled combat veteran. Adrian always rides me for night using that enough.
Yes,
right? But disabled combat veteran, 100%.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead.
90%.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. So, so Jay is a combat veteran operator. He is a United States Navy SEAL, retired. He is a certified badass. You know, like flat out. You know, he's my training partner. He is my firearms instructor. You know, Jay is absolutely the business when it comes to all of this whole, well, guys think they tough. This is a real tough guy, right? So, you know, he doesn't like to talk about it. That's how you know he's a tough guy, because he doesn't like to talk about it, right? That's how you know he's dangerous, right? So pretty much, tell him about, you know what I'm saying, you know, like, how chiropractic help. If you, if you don't want to share further, then it's okay.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
So, I was injured, in the military, and with that came a lot of like the hardcore medicine, a lot of the big farm, you know, approach and a non-holistic approach. And then from that, I had to start seeking something different because it wasn't working anymore. And it just takes you to bad places, you know, mentally and just in general. So chiropractic medicine and Dr. Hunter came into play with the actual like holistic approach, and actually taking an entire second to analyze everything that was going on. Like, he actually sat down with me, tell me everything. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I was in the military. He's like, no, tell me everything. I was like, well, this is what happened. I know, tell me in detail. I want to know what happened. And it felt genuine, and it is genuine. You know, that he took that approach from me and was like, well, now I can dissect your problem. And you went to the extent of learning about what I've gone through, what the injuries, and how they affect day-to-day life, mobility, and also just being able to live somewhat pain-free. The pain never leaves, but I can do things. A year ago, I was in a wheelchair. I was wheelchair bound. Professor Kenten pushing me around. I had major spine surgery. You can't really see it anymore. My mom said I'm Wolverine. It's hard to healing, but I healed super fast. The scar went away, and like I had a major spine fusion. And it came out of nowhere. I wasn't treating it.
Yeah, but now you're back to training. You're back to running a gym.
And the only reason I could do that is thanks to this guy. He got me with the right folks after I came to Texas to continue with the type of care he provides. Because I told him, I was like, if it ain't you, I don't want it. But he was like, no, this is the one guy that I'll take you to that practices similar to me and has techniques similar to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let's do it, because it's what's keeping me going right now.
Man, that's amazing.
And I'm getting treated 3 times a week.
Yeah. So you know, just sir, first of all, thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
I know that we talk a lot, but I don't necessarily tell you that, man. I appreciate you keeping us safe and keeping us free, brother.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And the sacrifice that you made is a huge deal. You know, and I just want to make sure we don't really talk about it as much as we, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to make sure I say this publicly. Thank you, sir.
It's a lot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, because you know, you put your ass out there on the line for us. And
yes, sir.
It's a big deal, man. Yeah, so, So, this journey's not done. We're going to be at Art of Persistence grand opening tomorrow. So, we're going to be hanging out. And so, so we're just going to keep it rolling.
It's going to be a party tomorrow. Gi, no gi. Yeah. Somebody might get punched out.
Yeah, somebody might get punched in the face. You know, in the face. In the face. Right. So, man. So there
actually
you go.
Back in Virginia now. But that video is running a little bit long. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a part 2. So stay tuned. Part 2 will be the grand opening and everything that's going on with that. So thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.